Hello, I'm Pam Rhodes, and for more than 20 years I've been the presenter of BBC Television's Songs of Praise programme. And for much of that time I have been a staunch supporter of, and in fact a patron of, MHA, which of course is also known as Methodist Homes for the Aged, and that's how I first knew it when I became involved. And they were providing residential care for elderly people way back in 1943. From that very early start, MHA has gone on to become one of the most well-respected leaders in the field of provision for the elderly in the UK today. Well, a lot has changed since the 1940s, and I suppose the key word nowadays is choice. It depends what level of care you need. I mean, you might be someone who's quite happy living at home and wants to stay that way, but you do still need extra care, and it might be that you need a luncheon club or friendship or outings. But then again, you might need sheltered housing, or the other option is housing with extra care services which you can access. But then there may come the day when you actually need residential care, and then there are 3 levels of care that you can choose. It might just be that you need a beautiful room in which there are a team of people who can look after your every need. But it is very reassuring to know that there is someone there to keep an eye out for you as the years take their toll. But then perhaps there may be a medical condition which means that you need full nursing care, and that is the next level which is available to you. And then the 3rd level really is the units that are available for dementia sufferers. They are available all over the country. And I have to say that I'm very proud that MHA has been a pioneer in the campaign to provide better facilities and understanding of the needs of dementia sufferers and their families in their homes, in their communities, and in residential care too. And in that area of work, as in every other area that MHA are involved, the most important thing is that everyone is treated with dignity and with respect as the precious individual that they actually are. Now, this is an organisation that was founded back in the 40s on love and compassion. So it's not surprising that they recognise that although every one of us has physical needs, that's only part of the picture. Because underlying everything that MHA do is a fundamental belief in a holistic approach, that true well-being comes from a healthy body, mind and spirit. And so spiritual concerns are also acknowledged and encouraged and certainly answered. There are services available on a regular basis, and also just always there is someone there ready to listen, to discuss, to have time to just chat over with you things that are worrying, perhaps about friendships or relationships with families or your relationship with God, whatever faith background you may come from. So I suppose over the years I thought that I really didn't have very much more to learn about the work of MHA. But it wasn't until about a year ago when my own mum, who had been living with us for 4 years, suddenly took a turn for the worse and needed immediate residential nursing care, that I actually discovered firsthand just how wonderful an organisation MHA is. Because it's a very confusing time for any family. It certainly was for us. It was frightening. We had to respond quickly. And I mean, one of the issues was how were we going to find funding for this level of nursing care which she was going to need, perhaps long term? Well, all of those problems were simply lifted off our shoulders by MHA. They explained to us what the options were as far as funding was concerned. They arranged it all for us. They assessed what her medical needs were, and they responded so professionally in answering what she needed. She was given a lovely, delightful room that she settled into very quickly. She made new friends. She enjoyed fantastic food. She started taking up activities which were on offer, some of which she hadn't tried for years. It was really a very happy time for her. And a very reassuring time for us, her family members, who realised that obviously she mattered very much as an individual to the team who were looking after her. And for me, it was quite a surprising change, really, because I suppose for quite a long time until she left us, I had been fulfilling the role of full-time nurse for her. And it wasn't until suddenly someone else took all of that away from me, that her care was provided by people who could do it so much better than I could, that I realised just how difficult how much hard work that had actually been, and how much it had changed our relationship. So that suddenly we were released just to become mum and daughter again, to be good friends again, to have time to enjoy each other's company. And that really was a pleasure for us both. And in the end, I'm sorry to say we did actually lose her, but those last few months of her life, when both she and we were so well supported by the MHA team, were really fulfilling for us all. That's what MHA did for us, and that's what they could do for you.